Hey traders from around the world, this is Jerremy Alexander Newsome with Real Life Trading. It is July 15th, which is Wednesday. Hope you're doing magnificent today. It is a glorious day. Not a lot going on in the general markets. The DIA right now at a resistance, kind of chilling. Here's the QQQs. And the Qs, we are getting, again, pretty close to this bear call spread. I would have preferred at the time a 112, 113, but there was just no money in that at all. So I got into the 111. So really, the 111, 112 bear call spread, I have a trigger to exit that if we get above the high of today's candle. So I'm kind of anticipating a small pullback tomorrow, and then maybe bounce. And again, that should be okay, which I get the opportunity of watching that on Friday. So I'll be able to watch it on Friday and just check it, see it, and see how all that plays out. But it should be good. The good news on the DIA, the spread, we do have a bull put spread way down here. So that one should be all right. Your SPY, here's the SPY update. A little bit of a white candle, a little bit of an upper shadow. Not magnificently, terrifying by any means. I still kind of expect SPY to pull back a little bit. Maybe to 210-ish. The low of today was 210.51, so I guess kind of a little close, but yeah, still just expecting a little bit of a slowdown and then some kind of bounce on SPY. Here's the IWM, and the IWM, guys, resistance. That's where it's at. So if the IWM pulls back a little bit and we do bounce off of these gaps down here, which are, at least in my opinion, pretty bullish, I think that is not the worst idea in the world to just simply buy the bounce overall. Let's talk about a few trades that talked about some earning strategies on. Apple is one of them, and here is the exact trading plan created on Apple yesterday. Was actually a butterfly over earnings. Probably might be the first time you ever heard me talk about a butterfly, which is really just a bull call spread and a bear put spread, and that cost was very little over earnings, which is next week. So next Friday, that exact butterfly is very cheap. I think 23 cents or something of risk, so it's almost negligible. So hopefully Apple will gap big one direction or another. Here's the exact trading plan. If you guys ever want to pause the video, check that out, see how it coincides with your trading plan. Boop! I think that would be smart to do on Apple. Right now, guys, majestically sideways, not really doing that much. Amazon's having a very good move. A lot of volume. Again, earnings right around the corner. Very strong bullish thrust. Any type of pullback is buyable, in my opinion. I think I will come up with an exact Amazon trading plan pretty soon on earnings, but right now I don't have one specifically. Got a lot of bull put spreads down here on Amazon as well, which should be expiring Friday also. Hopefully, if all things considered, work out okay. The other only two updates that we'll have are two spreads that I did have to mitigate today. And Orchin, my good friend, got a chance and the opportunity to exit this one with me. Now, this was all thanks to Tina Rowley. Tina Rowley was in the trading class with us live today, and Macy's got some type of random upgrade today. So it was looking really healthy at some point for that bear call spread to expire, and then that candle came in. So once that candle came in, it was my job to understand the sentiment, understand the volume, figure out where we were in the daily chart and everything, and then exit the spread with, I think at that point in time, the move was right about here. So exit the 71.72 bear call spread, which I lost the exact same amount that I was going to make on the trade because it was expiring today. So again, with spreads, my overall goal is to lose less than the margin required. That's kind of my objective, if you will. That also happened on another one. Now, this one burned me a little bit. There's going to be an interesting story on ESPR, so I'll share it with you. So here was my trading plan as of yesterday. My trading plan as of yesterday was stock battle with the 100 simple moving average today. If the stock opens above 93.51 tomorrow, buy to close the 95 and add some 95 calls and hold the 100. That was my exact trading plan. Here's the hourly chart on ESPR today. Hourly chart had some black candles, had a nice little flag, And we did not open above 9 with 351, but we did open nicely, absolutely trapping some people. So let me hop into the 15-minute and let you know how this debacle worked out. A little annoyed with it, but I lost less than I could have. Actually, I'm going to hop into the 5 to give you guys an exact step-by-step of when I wanted to do this. So on the 5-minute, here was the pop. So I was in the trading room live today. Stock was going up. And I was thinking, okay, this is a great gap. It needs to retest a little bit at some point, and once it does, I will unravel it. I'll follow my plan, and I'll add to this position. Here is the pin it / rest after battle, and right there, as that candle is forming, my internet dies. Totally died. Just gone. And it's gone. You have internet, you think you have internet, and it's gone. Which... I got to be thankful for a lot of things, right? I mean, that's obviously a first world problem, not having fast internet. That was the point where I was going to unravel the spread and add some weekly calls, add the 90 calls. Now, the issue with ESPR, one of the things that I did not enjoy about this spread at all was the bid-ask spread. So I think I might adjust my trading plan forever with credit spreads who have a very, very large bid-ask spread in regards to when I will exit them. Because this is very difficult to exit and unravel because the spread was insane. So we're talking about $1 and about $3 bid-ask spread all the way in between here. So I really did not have the opportunity to unravel. The internet was entirely down that entire point. When I came back, it was right here, which I was already at pretty much almost my max loss. So I said, well, can't really lose much more. It's had a lot of white candles, needs to pull back a little bit. So I had a limit order out there to exit the spread, just simply exit it, right? Just close it down. And the bid and the ask at that time, I think it was $3.30 and $1.20. So I tried to get somewhere in the middle. And bottom line, my goal was to fill that spread really all the way through here. And it finally filled for a loss. So I did lose on this particular spread. And unfortunately, that's the one I did not want to lose on. But as I mentioned, guys, in credit spreads, there's going to be one that we lose on. The goal is to mitigate the losses on that particular spread and do your absolute best to make this loss less than your overall margin, and then just continue to battle your way back once that spread does happen, and just stick with your trading plan. So really, the reason I exited and not unraveled it, two parts: internet going down, bid-ask spread was a little rough, and I was going to unravel and exit the same day. So my plan was to to unravel and exit today in the span of about an hour. Internet crashed. Sounds like an excuse. Just happened. Ashley was here. It wasn't the best. It was a little bit of a rough morning. But the webinar also went down. So Brad kind of had to hop on that and take care of that for us. But regardless, this is a retest gap right here. And it likely will probably retest just a tad tomorrow and then maybe bounce on Friday. So I didn't really want to play with it too long because of the bid-ask spread was so wild. And I did not want to take the risk of having another move into the spread. So just went ahead and exit it for a loss. No big deal. Earnings are in August. Again, we have a retest gap. Looks like we might close above some resistance. So on ESPR, I'm actually a little bit more bullish than bearish at now, expecting a bounce. But I will go ahead and say it's probably better to trade the shares rather than the call options because the bid-ask spread is just absolutely bonkers. It's kind of an update. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully this was beneficial. We had a lot of good discussions today in real-life trading. I'll post another one along with this video at the end so you can kind of just hear what we're talking about today. Later in the day at some point. So anyway, you guys absolutely rock. Thanks so much, students from around the world. You're phenomenal. And until next time, remember, love life, live life, and trade it. See ya. How often would you think that would happen if a trader or a sports player, basketball, football, doesn't matter. This is sports month of July, so you can say, whatever sport you want. But in every asset of life and every profession, you have the three things that you can focus on if you desire to. So Maria just mentioned, if you follow your trading plan and you lose, then it wasn't you that messed up. That's exactly correct. If you create a trading plan and you follow it, and you lost on that trading plan, you simply missed, if you will. I'm trying to relate this to sports. You missed. It was a missed shot, just a shot that did not go in. It just simply did not work. You threw the ball and the receiver didn't catch it, or you kicked it and it didn't go in the net, or you threw the ball up and it didn't go in the net. You missed, so it's okay. You missed the trade. It didn't work. It didn't go like you planned. If you decide to focus on that, imagine how terrible most athletes would be if they focused on every single shot that they took that did not work. Then you could have a month or a week or a day, right? This is where the losses come in. This is the loss. All right, Yum just triggered, kind of flashed in there. So we'll get to see what Yum does while we're sitting here watching it. So you either miss or you lost. Well, I didn't spell loss right, even close. I don't even know what I just spelled. This looks like Lucy. So let me try this again. MLF. So you have your trades that you will miss. You will have your trades that will go wrong in a day, in a week, in a month, or a year, or whatever. But if you focus on them as a miss, or you focus on them as being wrong, you're going to have a negative psychology, and that will impact you. If you lose, and losing is nothing other than you have a losing day, a losing week, a losing month, a losing trade. But this same mentality does apply to sports, right? There's a difference between missing something in a sports game and losing the game. There is a difference. And obviously you guys will agree with that. There's a massive difference between missing a shot, just one random shot in the day, and then losing the entire game. There is a difference. Got to shake it off. Can't worry about it. Some of the best, there's not one sports athlete out there. I don't know if Floyd Mayweather, I'm trying to say, I don't know if he's perfect or not, but I'm not going to go that far. It doesn't matter. Human perfection is irrelevant. It's unattainable. Can't exist. Won't exist. Doesn't exist. So you're going to lose. It's going to happen. Don't focus on that. Don't worry about the loss. Don't worry about the losing day, the losing week, the losing month, losing quarter. The only time you can fail is if you give up. If you stop doing whatever it is that you love doing. If you stop enriching lives, if you stop educating, if you stop entertaining, if you stop enriching, if you stop helping, if you stop giving, if you stop loving, if you give up, that's oftentimes failure when you just give up. Or, unless it's something that you have to give up, failure can be something entirely different. So there's always a difference, folks, and a trade that's going to go wrong. You get into the trade, this is going to happen 50% of the time, off the time. Sometimes a little bit worse, but 50% of the time, it's going to happen. Then you're going to have trades where you lose. It could be days that you lose, money that you lose, whatever. But failure is never an option. If you follow your plan, that's all that matters in trading because you are consistent. And when you become consistent, you become disciplined. And when you become disciplined, you become profitable. So don't let yesterday affect what you do today. I agree 100%, Tina. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.